We're Hannah and Allie, and trust us, we're not your parents' financial advisors. We're your personal wealth strategists.
We're here to bring you the new, real strategic approach to building wealth that's as ambitious as you are.
Every week, we're diving into everything from investing your money and scaling your business to creating freedom and making your money work for you.
We'll share real-life stories of women scaling their business and their net worth to 7 figures and beyond.
If you're ready to live a life where you have the financial freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whoever you want, without any limitations, then you are in the right place.
This is the New Money Podcast. So we work with female entrepreneurs specifically. And what we have identified is that there are really 2 different camps that these female entrepreneurs fall in. And that means that there's 2 different, very distinct ways that they should be planning financially for their future.
And we're going to break it all down today and tell you why this is important. The camps, first of all, they are lifestyle business and enterprise business. Hannah, can you break down the differences for us?
So we know that there are so many different ways that women can start a business today and make a lot of money today. And you are either falling into the lifestyle enterprise, and the lifestyle business looks like something that is reliant really on you as the business owner to bring in the money and make the money. Like if you didn't exist, the business wouldn't exist, and therefore there's not a lot of revenue coming in. So that is your influencer market, the content creators, the online coaches, the consultants out there that are really all of the people that are coming to them for their business. It's very, very, very dependent on the business owner actually being involved. But then there's an enterprise business. So tell us more about what that looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the enterprise business is really about scaling for growth.
Yeah.
You are franchising, you're expanding. You could expand locations across the country if you wanted. And your retirement goal is normally to probably scale and exit. You might be selling your business in the end game.
Yeah. And I think the types of businesses that usually fall into this camp are things that might even have a physical location, like a yoga studio, a Pilates studio, a gym, a hair salon, a boutique, something that someone else could see themselves coming in and taking complete ownership over. Or it might be more of a product-based business, like you have a product line. I know we've got a really good example of this with Siete Chips because she was a female entrepreneur.
Yeah, Hannah, this is the $21 billion reason people should be figuring this out sooner rather than later. This was a female founder who started just a family business. You know, she's selling these Siete chips. We've all had them. So good, right? It's so good.
It's a staple in our house.
But she built this scalable business. It was sold in Whole Foods. You've seen it at all your local grocery stores so that she was able to exit and sell. But, you know, she had to figure that out sooner rather than later so that she could create the business that someone would actually want to buy.
Yeah. And what we're going back to saying is that this actually determines how you should be running the finances inside of your business to hit your own personal goals, right? Because if you are an influencer and you're making over 7 figures today, 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever that number is, you have to be thinking differently about your financial future and asking yourself questions like, do I have, ownership over this platform that I'm monetizing? Probably not. So what happens if that platform shuts down and I can no longer be bringing in the revenue? You would have to be relying on the other assets that you have, right? To actually keep the cash flow afloat. Or you have to be asking yourself questions like, how long do I even really want to be doing this?
Exactly.
If I can't scale and exit this company, how long do I see myself doing marketing coaching, doing sales coaching, doing nutrition coaching? Is it sustainable?
And I think what we can really get into is how are these lifestyle businesses and enterprise businesses treating profit in their businesses differently?
Yeah, that's such a good point because when you are a lifestyle business and you're making money and you have more profit, instead of continuously reinvesting majority of that profit into the business to scale it so that it's worth more in the future, you actually need to be investing more of that profit into your other assets and diversifying away from it. Because like we've said, once you stop working, there is no payday at the end. If you don't have a business that is able to actually scale, sell, be valued, then like there is no money coming in when you
Yeah.
decide to turn off that revenue generating machine. So that money has to come from somewhere, and it's going to be your personal assets.
Yeah, what did that female entrepreneur say the other day? She said, "No one's coming to save me," right?
No one's coming to
And
save
that's a
me.
scary statement, but it's true. You have to be asking yourself, what is the plan for my money long term?
Hmm.
Because if you're pouring everything into your business, if you're just going to close your doors at the end of it,
Yeah.
it's not going to give back to you.
No, it's not. And I think this is going to really start to come to life over the next couple of years, probably at least over the next decade, as some of these influencers, like we hate to say it, I don't know how long they can have influence over this market because their market's going to shift and change. They're going to shift and change. And we all know things go in waves with how relevant they are. So
Yeah,
if you have this really big, incredible revenue stream right now, you really need to be asking yourself, how sustainable is it? And I think
exactly.
one other point we need to make with these lifestyle businesses in particular is how easy it is for these, people that are making lots of money online to have lifestyle creep.
Yeah,
The second they make a lot of money, they're spending a lot of money to continue to look the part and act the part, but not thinking about how this has zero impact on their future success, right?
exactly. And then you have the other side of the spectrum, right? Which is the enterprise side. What are they doing with their profits? They
Hmm.
have to reinvest that back into their business rather than, like you said, moving their profits to their personal retirement accounts, things
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
They're building their business for scalability.
Hmm.
They're investing in systems, maybe like a CRM,
Yeah.
client management system, employee handbooks, things like that, that
Yeah.
make their businesses approachable when people are looking at their books, they want to
Yeah.
buy, makes it easy on them.
Yeah.
So you're not selling at a discount.
Yeah. And I think this main pain point that we're talking about here is people just not taking advantage of assessing where they are at today and figuring out where they want to be in the future, because there is a way that you can have a completely successful either exit of your business or transition out of whatever you are currently doing and still be financially stable, financially secure, and you don't have to take a step back in your lifestyle. It's totally possible, but what you have to do is get clear on where you're going and actually put the strategy in place to get there.
So if we were to tell people to start anywhere, what question would we tell them to ask themselves?
I think they really need to identify, what type of business am I? Do I have a business here that I actually can see someone else paying me for in the future? Or is this business solely relying on me to actually be the one generating the revenue? You have to know that. You really do, because it's going to play a huge part in, your big nest egg at the end of the day.
It really is.
So I think what's really interesting though is that even if you are an influencer, even if you are a coach or a consultant, there actually might be a way that you can like create a methodology or create something tangible that might be worth some money in the future that someone might sell. I mean,
So what you're saying is
yeah.
you may think you're a lifestyle business, but you could be an enterprise. You might have something where you can sell in the end.
Yeah. I'm thinking specifically about one of our clients that has had an incredible year in business. And what she has done as a coach, specifically teaching people marketing skills, is she has created a methodology that does not exist anywhere out there in the marketplace. She has a proven process and she's created a specific way to execute this process. And she's
Yes.
doing something really smart by getting it all trademarked and protected so that it actually is a valuable asset that maybe one day a giant marketing agency might come in and say, we want to teach things your way. How can we license your methodology? And she can get paid for that because she owns it. So there's definitely a way as a coach to have some sort of signature process, protect it with your trademark, and then you can sell that intellectual property.
So even if you are the face of your company, you may have repeatable processes within that you can sell in the future.
Oh, 1000%. I think we should definitely end on the note in saying there is no one right type of business. You should pursue whatever business makes the most sense for you, but there is a right way and a wrong way to go about financially preparing for your future. And that's exactly where we'd come in.
Exactly where we would come in. It all starts with just asking yourself these questions so you can start preparing for your future.
For sure.